Hello. Hi. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for clicking the link and yeah, getting used to doing these a bit more now. A little bit less nervous. Still a little bit nervous, but that's okay. Thank you very much to everyone for all the support, all the kind messages, all the follows, all the likes, all the subscriptions. For everyone for subscribing to my channel. The support I've had has been phenomenal. It's been amazing. That's not what I did it for. I didn't do it because I wanted it to be anything special or anything like that. It's just I felt there was some. It just felt right to share some messages and to start this kind of like this channel and hopefully help some people. And I'm trying to do these videos as best I can in one take. I want them to be as authentic as possible. I don't really watch them back, but I don't do any editing or any fancy graphics. I just want it to be raw. Anyone who knows me knows I love a bit of playing around with videos and photos and memes and that kind of stuff, and I don't really want that to be what it's about. It's not about what it looks like or the imagery and all that kind of thing. It's not the fancy bits and bobs, it's the message, and it needs to come from that pure place. I want it to come from the soul. I want it to feel real and true. For me, that's where the real story is written. So today I want to talk about being. What being is, what it means to me, why it's important. You know, that question, to be or not to be, it really was a great and deep question. For me, being is a state of joy, of peace, serenity. It's a natural state of the soul. You know, beneath the veil of the mind is a true me, or the true you. It's the soul, the spirit, that droplet from the ocean of source. A little bit of universe that's inside each one of us, a spark of life, of consciousness. You know, the mind's always in the future and the past. It's not really in the present. It's not really ever seeing life as it truly is. And, you know, the pure and magnificent creation that flows right by us, and we just kind of miss it. You know, we're always caught up in thinking, in the mind. The mind's too busy judging. You know, judging situations as wrong or right. People as good or bad. Viewing the world as separate from us. You know, what if we took off the glasses, took off the veil, looked away from what the mind was chatting about, and just saw? Just the observer. You know, saw life in the world. What beauty we would see without the analysis and the judgment, without labels. Just looked at things as exactly as the way they are. You know, rather than judging the weather, for example, I don't know if I mean, here in the UK it rains a lot. Normally quite drizzly. But yeah, if you really think about it, what a magnificent process rain is. You know, it's a system. It picks up water from the ocean, blows it over land, dumps that water down onto the land so that plants can grow and animals and birds can drink and it can give life. And as a human race, there is absolutely nothing that we have to do about it to help that. It just happens. How amazing is that? And yet the mind will say, oh, it's raining today. Oh, wish it wasn't raining today. It's funny, isn't it? What if we stop listening to what the mind telling us? The mind telling us to do. Always do, so we can have this, that, or the other. Constantly chasing our tails to achieve what we would perceive as a better life or, you know, a better future. But where are we to enjoy it? You know, when we're thinking that. the life we truly have is sitting right here in front of us, slipping away moment by moment. We're missing it. Waiting for something in the future, waiting for a better life. Just means you're wanting the future and you're missing the present. Missing the joy of the present, joy of the little things in life, simple things. What if we slowed down? We looked at the gift that was in front of us, just enjoyed it without judgment. Just being here, right where we are, without wanting to be over there. Truly, this is truly heaven, because it's just peaceful, without that judgment. There's no suffering in the moment, All the suffering is mind derived. It's all worries for the future and regrets for the past. The future hasn't happened yet, and the past is gone, doesn't exist. All we have is now, really. That's the only real thing we have. Just the now and whatever it holds for us. I love a bit of science with this stuff, and science tells us that it's taken 13.8 billion years for the moment in front of us to arrive. It's an infinite number of perfect conditions from then till now for this moment in front of us to happen. And everything we can see, including our bodies, this wall behind me, everything, is made up of elements that were forged in these massive, magnificent forges that we call stars. Every single element, all the base elements, was created in these stars. They truly are the tools of creation, the tools of the universe, the tools of God, or tools of whatever you want to call your higher power. The wheels of creation, were set in motion way before humans were ever even a twinkle in the eye of the universe. Just for this moment in front of you to be exactly the way it is, and just for you. And no one else in the past or in the future will ever experience what you see, feel, hear, touch, taste, exactly as it is in this moment. Never. Something will always be just slightly different perception. So savour it. It's actually made of pure stardust. That's what it's made of when you break it down. And it's personalised just for you. With practice we can achieve this. This can be had. You can have joy in every moment. I'm seeing more and more of it as I'm practicing presence. As I'm focusing on what's here and now in front of me. And it's just glorious. It's just glorious. A lot of people, especially in the spiritual community or people who are into this stuff, they think that the law of attraction and manifesting is kind of like forcing yourself to feel in a certain way in which to manifest stuff. And that works. You can trick the mind into giving you what you want because you're feeling like you already got it. That does work, but in my experience, when you practice presence, you get to a stage where you realise that you already are those things. You don't need those things. And yet, paradoxically, when you don't need those things, that's when they truly turn up, and they turn up and stay. I've manifested things through force before, and kind of like they never really stay properly, or they never really as glorious as they can be, but when it comes from presence and from being, they're pure. They feel so much better because they don't need them. It all comes from being present, from being. And being doesn't mean not doing anything. It means being present when you do those things. It means really focusing on what you're doing at that time. Just doing one thing at a time. Being present with how that feels, whether it be doing the dishes, cutting up vegetables, all the little things, having a walk. And really paying attention to what's in the moment as you're having that walk and how it feels, what you can see. Rather than being caught up in thinking about what I'm doing later, what I did yesterday. Just really focusing on the present moment. And the peace that comes with it is phenomenal. So please, I beg of you, give it a go. It truly is amazing. So yeah, thank you for being here with me. Thank you for joining me. If this resonated with you, and you want help with this stuff, reach out, ask questions. I'm always here to help. I know I've been on this journey myself. I know a lot more people who are on this journey, and the results are unfathomable. They're just amazing. It just gets deeper and deeper and better every day. So yeah, if you like this video, please drop it a like. Subscribe to the channel to see more. It'd be great if you could share it as well. It helps get the message out there actually by sharing and commenting and liking and subscribing. It means that YouTube will pass this video out to other people who wouldn't have normally got to see it, wouldn't have normally watched it. And sharing this message of peace, sharing this message of being, sharing this message of joy. So thank you. Hopefully I'll have some more videos coming along, and thank you so much for your support and everything, all the comments and feedback that I've had. It's been amazing. Thank you.